I don't well remember the taste of Rebel Yell, but this is better.
I can't believe you said yes to this. All right, folks, we got Bob Waldrep here for Websites and Whiskeys. Now, what's your experience with whiskey? Do you have a whole lot of it?
I don't have a lot of experience. Whiskey's not a drink. Back in college, I was a big whiskey drinker.
Right. Okay.
But I saw you do Websites and Whiskey with another guy, and I said, I can't believe you got that guy to do that.
Go put him to shame.
And now you've got me doing it, and I'm not even a whiskey drinker. So I don't know how you work your magic on that. In college, again, I was a big beer drinker, but I just don't have a taste for it.
This is Wild Turkey. Are you familiar with it? You've heard of it?
I am, yeah.
And what did you have a preference in college when you were?
Oh my gosh! Listen, rock gut whiskey is what you drink in college. I mean, our go-to was Rebel Yell. You've never heard of that?
I've heard of Rebel Yell. Now you weren't buying based on the way the bottle looked. Then you were buying.
We were buying
the price.
based on the price.
Yeah.
That's right. What do you got for $2?
That's right. But your first guess was you down the whole thing. So your strategy is to sip.
My strategy is to take a sip of it.
Here we go. You want to try your first sip and see what you think? That is something.
I don't well remember the taste of Rebel Yell, but this is better. It's got a good taste, almost clovey, pepperminty, some kind of a taste to it.
Would you sip that, or would you go with something more smooth?
I think I would go with something smoother. It's a little, I don't want to say harsh, but a little bit of a...
It's got a bite.
Got a bite to it, yeah.
It does have a bite.
There's nothing wrong with putting a little Coke in that.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
This would be a good
7-Up. Be good. It could be a good blend for that.
7-Up.
Needs something to cut it just a little bit.
It's sharp. A lot of people will add water to it. Right now you're doing Centers of Hope, Warriors on Mission. You've got websites all over the place.
Oh, yeah. Got 7 or 8 websites. And I started building websites, 20 plus years ago.
What's the importance of streaming? Where do you see what's headed with streaming and physical media? Any changes?
Streaming is a critical component for business and practically everything that we're doing, but even more so now.
So you make films and you're streaming your films?
Streaming our films, right. You can stream
Available for purchase?
Yeah, you can purchase it, or we have a film that we developed for veterans, and we stream it. They can stream for free.
I see.
That's at warriorsonmission.org's website you built out. Right. warriorsonmission.org, and you can view that film for free, stream it for free.
Yeah, put in a little information about their background, and it'll give them a link.
Give them a link.
Yep.
Now, if you're not a veteran and you want to watch it, it's $1.99.
Yep.
Okay.
Had you ever, before we met, had any streaming content?
No.
Content, I feel like, is the new way of communicating with people.
It is. That's why I'm saying, particularly what we've gone through with COVID, who's not streaming now?
Yeah.
Even folks you wouldn't, 70, 80 years old are streaming now because they're watching, they have to have that outlet.
And it changed quickly.
Incredibly quickly.
Yeah, and people's attention spans are like this. If you don't catch them in the first 10 seconds, they'll go, and nobody wants to read anymore.
That box has been opened and it's not going to get closed.
What about virtual reality, real quick, Bob? Where are we headed?
I think when you see more and more companies developing it, coming out with it, I've noticed prices are coming down. So that tells me there's a market, and it's a growing market.
Yeah. If you had to bet, you say VR is becoming big.
I'd bet on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I sure would.
Well, that's Bob's on the record
That's
now.
me. That's
VR.
right. I'm on the record.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
All right. Well, thanks a bunch. Yeah.
It's been great today. It's been so much fun.
All right.
Killer.